Good morning students, this is part 2 states of matter class 11th chemistry. The next interaction is basically the hydrogen bond which I have discussed earlier in the unit 4. Now this is the special case of dipole-dipole interaction and we have already learned about in this unit 4. This is found in the molecules in which highly polar NH, OH or the HF bonds are present. Although hydrogen bonding is regarded as being limited to NOF, but species such as chloride may also participate in hydrogen bonding. It may also participate, but sometimes we do not conclude it, fine? We don't consider the chlorine. Energy of hydrogen bond varies between 10 to 100 kilojoule per mole, and this is quite a significant amount of energy. Therefore, hydrogen bonds are powerful force in determining the structure and properties of many compounds. So, for example, proteins and nucleic acids, strength of the hydrogen bond is determined by the Coulombic interaction between the lone pair electrons of the electronegative atom of one molecule and the hydrogen bond of other molecule. Following diagram shows the formation of hydrogen bond. Now you can see this is the formation of hydrogen bond. This molecule is polar and there is the presence of permanent dipole. Now the partial negative, partial positive interaction will be the hydrogen bond. And intermolecular forces discussed so far all are attractive in nature. So molecules also exert repulsive forces on one another. When two molecules are brought into close contact with each other, the repulsion between electron clouds and that between the nuclei of two molecules come into play. So magnitude of the repulsion rises very rapidly as the distance separating the molecules decreases. So this is the reason that liquids and solids are hard to compress. In these states, molecules are already in contact, close contact, therefore they resist further compression, as that would result in the increase of repulsive interactions. So it is saying कि repulsive forces भी exist करते हैं molecules में, but ये कैसे exist करेंगे? जब आप molecule को और close ले आएंगे तो वहाँ repulsing forces आपके they will come into, they will now play role now. Fine. And the repulsion between the electron clouds will get increased when the molecules will come close to each other, because nuclei of two molecules now will start coming close to each other. So force of repulsion will come into play. So magnitude of repulsion rises very rapidly as the distance separating the molecule decreases. So this is the reason that liquids and solids, they are hard to compress, because they are in the close vicinity of each other. If you compress more, the molecules will come close to each other and there will be the repulsion. So that is why they are difficult to compress, but gases can be compressed easily. So in this state, molecules are already in close contact, so therefore they resist for the compression, as that would result in the increase of repulsive interaction. अगर हम compress करेंगे तो repulsive interactions वहाँ पे बढ़ जाएंगे, because nuclei close आ जाएंगे, positive repulsion, electrons भी close आ जाएंगे, negative repulsion. So repulsive forces will now come into the play. Now next is the thermal energy. So this is the energy of a body arising from motion of its atom and molecules. So whenever atom and molecules in a motion, there is a energy related to that motion, that is the thermal energy, and it is directly proportional to the temperature of the substance. So जितना ज़्यादा temperature होगा उतना उसकी thermal energy होगी और उतने ही उसकी motion रहेगी. So it is also the measure of average kinetic energy of the particles of the matter and thus responsible for the movement of particles. Fine. So thermal energy से ही हम average kinetic energy particle की निकालते हैं और thermal energy ही किसी भी particle के movement के लिए responsible है. And this movement of particle is also known as the thermal motion. तो जो भी एक particular temperature पे energy हम particles के पास, that is the thermal energy, and because of the presence of that thermal energy, your particle is in the movement basically. So now next is the intermolecular forces versus thermal interactions. तब दोनों का काम क्या है? देखो, इन दोनों में बैलेंस बनता है तभी आपकी कोई स्टेट एग्जिस्ट करती है, सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस. और अगर सॉलिड लिक्विड में इंटरकन्वर्टेबल है या लिक्विड गैस में इंटरकन्वर्टेबल है तो उस केस में आपके दोनों ही फोर्सेस काम करते हैं, इकट्ठे रोल प्ले करेंगे, तभी आपकी कोई गैस जो है किसी और स्टेट में कन्वर्ट होगी. सो दोनों का बहुत ही मेजर रोल है. सो देख लेते हैं एक बार. We have already learned that intermolecular forces tend to keep the molecules together, but thermal energy of the molecule tends to keep them apart. Fine. Intermolecular forces keep the molecules together, and thermal energy tends to keep them apart. And three states of matter are the result of balance between these forces. So जो थ्री स्टेट्स हैं मैटर के, ये किसकी वजह से हैं? ये इंटरमोलिकुलर फोर्स और थर्मल एनर्जी ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में बैलेंस की वजह से एग्जिस्ट कर रही हैं. सो व्हेन मॉलिक्यूलर इंटरेक्शंस आर वेरी वीक, इट इज सेइंग जब मॉलिक्यूलर इंटरेक्शंस बहुत वीक है तो मॉलिक्यूल्स आपस में क्लिंग नहीं करते, ठीक है ना, मीन्स आपस में पास नहीं आएंगे, आपस में कनेक्ट नहीं होंगे सो दैट वो लिक्विड या सॉलिड बना दे, अनटिल एंड अनलेस थर्मल एनर्जी इज रिड्यूस्ड बाय लोअरिंग दिस टेम्परेचर. सो सपोज मॉलिक्यूलर इंटरेक्शंस आर वेरी वीक. If molecular interactions are very weak, molecules do not cling together to make liquid or solid. तो कब आपके लिक्विड और सॉलिड स्टेट चेंज होगी, जब मॉलिक्यूल इंटरैक्शंस वीक होगी, उस केस में आपको यू हैव टू रिड्यूस द थर्मल एनर्जी बाय लोअरिंग द टेम्परेचर। सो जैसे ही आप थर्मल एनर्जी रिड्यूस कर देंगे तो आपकी जो मॉलिक्यूल्स की मूवमेंट है वो कम हो जाएगी। मूवमेंट कम होते ही मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में जो इंटरैक्शंस हैं वो रोल प्ले करने लग जाएगी। ऑल्दो दे आर वीक बट स्टिल दे विल प्ले सम रोल। फाइन। सिमिलरली गैसेज डू नॉट लिक्विफाई ऑन कंप्रेशन। अब इट इज सेइंग कि चलो मैं गैसेज है मेरे पास, तो मैं गैसेस को कंप्रेस कर देती हूँ, मैंने प्रेशर बढ़ा के गैसेस कंप्रेस कर दी, मॉलिक्यूल्स जो आपस में क्लोज आ गए। तो जैसे ही मॉलिक्यूल्स क्लोज आएंगे उनकी आपस की इंटरैक्शंस इंक्रीज कर देंगे। दैट इज द अट्रैक्टिव इंटरैक्शंस विच आर अट्रैक्टिव इन नेचर। सो मॉलिक्यूल्स के जस्ट क्लोज आने की वजह से ही गैस आपकी किसी स्टेट में चेंज नहीं होगी। आपने यहाँ पे सिर्फ इंटरैक्शंस इंक्रीज करी, बट सेकंड थिंग इज थर्मल एनर्जी, वो भी रोल प्ले करेगी। तो दोनों चीज़ें पैरेलल चलेंगी आपकी। नाउ व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, यू हैव टू रिड्यूस द मोशन ऑफ द पार्टिकल्स, ऑफ द गैसियस पार्टिकल्स और द गैस स्टेट मॉलिक्यूल्स और द एटम्स। So in that case you have to reduce the temperature or you have to reduce the thermal energy of the molecule. In that case your gas will be convertible into the liquid state. Fine. So it is saying now, suppose gas do not liquefy on compression only, although molecules come very close to each other and intermolecular forces operate to the maximum. However, when thermal energy of the molecule is reduced by lowering the temperature, the gases can be very easily liquefied. So predominance of thermal energy and the molecular interaction energy of substance in three states is depicted as follows. तो किसी भी स्टेट में इंटरकवर्ट करना है तो आपको दोनों ही इंटरैक्शंस को कंसिडर करके चलना पड़ेगा। दोनों ही इंटरैक्शंस आपस में एक साथ रोल प्ले करेंगी। अगर हम इंटरैक्शन मॉलिक्यूलर इंटरैक्शन एनर्जी का रोल देखें किसी भी सब्सटेंस में या डिफरेंट स्टेट्स में, तो देखें अगर आप सॉलिड्स, लिक्विड और गैसेस में देखें तो सॉलिड्स में सबसे ज़्यादा मॉलिक्यूलर इंटरैक्शंस रहती हैं, और अगर आप सॉलिड, लिक्विड, गैस में देखें तो गैस में सबसे ज़्यादा थर्मल एनर्जी रहती है। दोनों ही इन्वर्स प्रोपोर्शनल हैं, दोनों ही ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में हैं, बट किसी भी स्टेट में एग्जिस्ट करने के लिए दोनों को आपस में बैलेंस बनाना पड़ता है, तभी वो किसी स्टेट में एग्जिस्ट करेंगी। फाइन। सो स्टेट को एग्जिस्ट कराने के लिए दोनों ही फोर्सेस को, दोनों ही इंटरैक्शंस को आपस में बैलेंस करना ज़रूरी है। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज द गैसियस स्टेट। This is the simplest state of matter. Throughout our life, we remain immersed in the ocean of air, which is a mixture of gases. So we spend our life in the lowermost layer of the atmosphere called troposphere, and which is held to the surface of the earth by gravitational force. And the thin layer of atmosphere is vital to our life. It shields us from harmful radiations and contains substances like dioxygen, dinitrogen, CO2, water vapor, etc. Let us now focus our attention on the behavior of substances which exist in the gaseous state under normal conditions of temperature and pressure. A look at the periodic table shows that only 11 elements exist as gaseous under normal condition, and these are the 11 elements which exist as a gas in the normal condition, that is hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, and all these are the noble gases. And these atoms exist as a diatomic molecule like H2N2, O2, F2, Cl2. Now gaseous state is characterized by following physical properties. First is they are highly compressible, they exert pressure in equal all directions, and they have much lower density than solids and the liquids. And the volume and the shape of the gases are not fixed. These assume volume and the shape of the container. And gases mix evenly and completely in all the proportions without any mechanical aid. So gases always form the homogeneous mixture because they not require any mechanical aid or any other support to mix evenly or the completely. They always form a homogeneous mixture. So simplicity of a gas is because it is due to fact that the force of interaction between their molecules are negligible. Because the force of interaction between their molecules are negligible, that is why the study of gases are simple, and their behavior is governed by same general laws which were discovered as a result of their experimental studies. तो इनका जो behavior है उनको हम कुछ laws से discuss करते हैं, और वो laws हमने इनके experimental studies से बनाए हैं. Fine. And some of these properties like pressure, volume, temperature, mass, they are important because relationship between these variables describe state of the gas, and interdependence of these variables lead to the formation of gas laws, and in the next section we will learn about the gas laws. Now we will study some gas laws which will give the relationship between some measurable properties like pressure, volume, temperature for a gas, and these properties will now will combinedly give you an equation which is known as the ideal gas equation or the gas equation. Now next is the gas laws, which is very important. The gas laws which we will study now are the result of research carried out for several centuries on the physical property of the gases. So जो gas laws है बेटा, ये जो बहुत सालों से हो रहे रिसर्च का एक बेसिकली कह सकते हैं एक रिजल्ट है, जैसे हम पढ़ेंगे। एंड द फर्स्ट गैस लॉ था आपका बॉयल्स लॉ, जिसे Anglo-Irish scientist Robert Boyle ने दिया, and he formulated then the law which we study is known as the Boyle's law. And later on so many laws came on, like Charles law, Avogadro law, and additional gas laws are there. And contribution for Avogadro and other provided a lot of information about gaseous state. So now we are gonna study about the gas laws.